This is Conversations in the Clinic. I'm Dr. Kelly. I'm perusing the pickleball Facebook groups because that's where the people who I help are. And I just came across a post about a person who's having a lumbar fusion, right? Fusion of their spine bones. And has anybody had this before? And how long did it take you to get back to playing pickleball? And I'm a physical therapist. I've said this a lot of times before on this podcast. There is absolutely a time and a place for surgery. I don't know anything about this person's past medical history and what they've been through and what they've tried. And I have seen surgeries work tremendously successfully for people. Tremendously successfully for people. And that made me think about a very good friend of mine's mom who called me last week and she hurt her knee with no, like, it just started out of the blue. She's in her 60s. And her first question, am I going to need surgery? And like I don't know the answer to that. I need a lot more information to adequately answer that question. But I just find it really interesting that that's where our minds go to. That's the first place, if not the first, the second, because that's scary. That's so scary. I've had my own injuries. I feel really lucky that my background and career is physical therapy because for the most part, the very first thing I do when something starts to hurt me is I look at it and I'm like, all right, this won't scare me. Because if I get scared, my stress hormone spikes and my stress hormone causes more inflammation and my more inflammation can cause pain. And around this vicious cycle we go. So like the the best piece of advice I can give people when they have an injury like that, that like they didn't get hit by a car, right? They didn't fall off a curb, they didn't, I don't know, have a sports injury, right? Like it just kind of came on. The absolute very best thing you can do is get yourself calm and then stay that way. Because I've seen it and I see it every day. It happens. People, something starts to hurt. They get stressed about it. They get scared about it. They start losing sleep over it. They panic Google stuff or chat GPT stuff at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. And then I get a phone call the next day from this tensed up, hyped up person. Well, Google says I need surgery to fix this. Okay. Have you tried calming down? Right? I believe you that like this is, it hurts you and it's a scary thing. I totally believe you. We make it worse by stressing ourselves out over it. Um, I would imagine, going back to the beginning of this, that that person having the lumbar fusion is probably pretty scared and pretty stressed, and they're going to this pickleball group for support to get stories from people who have had something similar happen, and they can calm them down and encourage them that yeah, you'll get back to playing pickleball. That's the best thing that they can do. Right now, listen, they're going on the internet to ask people for stories. That's an awful place to get stories. The internet is full of bad news, full of doom and gloom, full of awful, pretty much all the time. Because that's what gets people's attention. That's what gets people addicted. And that's a whole nother episode to talk about. But the first thing to do anytime an injury kind of comes on out of the blue, it's very different if you have a mechanism of that injury. But if an injury comes on out of the blue, the best thing you can do is get yourself calm. Okay. Look at it. It's not spewing blood. It's not hanging off by a thread. Understand that, yes, the pain I'm feeling there is real. It might not indicate damage to tissue, which is what pain's job is to do. There's a lot of chemical factors that go into pain. That, again, is a whole nother episode. And one of the things that aggravates and amplifies those chemical factors is your stress hormone. So get yourself calm. Look at it. Okay. It's still there. It's healthy. It's gonna heal. Be optimistic about it. And then get good information from a healthcare provider that you trust and from someone whose philosophy aligns with yours. I'm raising my hand, right, in case somebody can't see the video here. So that's it. If I could give anybody, that was my very close friend's mom, anybody piece of advice, calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Get calm. Stay calm. Then go get good and accurate and complete information. I appreciate you. Thank you for spending your time and your attention with me today. Keep moving and keep getting better every day.